So, I just saw Madam Web, and just my thoughts off the cuff. Everyone listening to this saying that this movie is bad, it's the worst thing that's ever happened. Is it the worst movie in the world? No. Is it a good movie? No. But it's one of those movies where you can see that they're trying so hard to make some sort of adjacent Spider-Man kind of theme thing going on. And the biggest issue with this movie is that no one asked for this. No one in their right minds was just like, let's take this unknown character that we've seen probably once in the animated series and let's make a younger version of her and stick her with three other people and have them fight this Spider-Man ish sort of villain. Because that's literally what it is. He's Spider-Man ish. He is pretty much everything without web swinging. That's generally what you have. I'm sitting there looking at this. I'm looking at the costume. I'm just like, you got to be kidding me. I don't know how to describe this movie. I would definitely sit there and tell no one to watch it, which is ironic because one of my subscribers named Darby was sitting there saying, "Don't watch this movie." Now I'm the type of person I got to sit there and see for myself because I don't care if 120 something people say they didn't like it. If I like it, that's what matters. Marvel's got movie bomb, review bomb. I liked it. I also like Batman v Superman. So I'm the type of person I have to sit there and see a movie before I'm just like, yeah, this is not a good movie. There's no if you do see it, there's no after trailers. So don't sit there and wait for an after trailers. And one of the guys got up, he was like, "Oh, come on, they do this all the time in Marvel movies." I was like, "Well, technically, this is a Sony movie, so just wanna just wanna kind of throw that out there." There's no ending credits. Um, I don't even think that the studio had faith in this movie because usually with these type of movies, they have an after credit scene. Hell, even in Morbius, they had a after credit scene. Also, if you did watch this movie, which one I my deepest condolences, you notice that they'll say a Spider-Man like quote, like with great power comes great responsibility. And they tried to do this little wordplay on it. And just as an audience member that's just watching this, I'm just like, I know they didn't sit there and try this shit. I know you did not just sit there and take that great line and butcher the living F out of it. You gotta be kidding me, right? The reason why I'm mad that this movie exists is because, alright, one of the chicks is Spider Woman. Now, I think Spider Woman is a great character. They can do an amazing movie with it, right? And I saw the costume. It was like the costume actually doesn't look bad. Like they have the costumes for like at least all three of these chicks. Like the future version or whatever. And the costume doesn't look bad for each one of them. But specifically for Spider Woman, I'm mad about because this movie is already going to bomb, right? And if they ever want to sit there and use that character, now they're gonna have to sit there and wait a while. It's not like Marvel could sit there and be like, "Oh, we could sit there and take." No, no, because no one is going to want. Like Marvel is not going to sit there and look at this movie and be like, "Yeah, the last time that they saw a Spider Woman movie, it was in that." So they're gonna have to sit there and wait a couple of years to even sit there and do a Spider Woman movie, which is a real shame because, well, we all know if Marvel had their hands in it, I'm pretty sure they can do a lot better than whatever this is supposed to be. See, this is the thing about like this Sony universe that they're trying to do, because they realized that Spider-Man, they've tried and they've tried. They made 5 movies, and well, to be fair, I think the first Spider-Man movie did well because it was just the first of its kind, and we didn't sit there and think it was possible. The second one did well-ish, but the point is, it's like they tried to make these Spider-Man movies, and they realized this isn't going to work. So we could sit there and give them the rights to it. We could sit there and share the profits and let them just sit there and take over control. And for the most part, the movies have been profitable. But they still want this Spider-Man-ish kind of thing. Morbius was not a good movie. The character is a cool character, but the movie wasn't good. Now I did sit there and see the trailer towards Craven the Hunter. That looks good. Okay? That looks good. I will sit there. I don't know how the movie's gonna be, but as far as like from what I saw, I will die on that hill. That movie from the trailer looks good. Venom, I think that movie, at least the first movie, did well was because Venom is such an awesome character. He is such an amazing character that even casual people know who Venom is. So the first one did well. The second one was for all intents and purposes was just unnecessary because it just felt like he was fighting the same villain. Um, but they're trying, and in all reality, I think they should just probably stop. Spider Verse, that's his own separate thing. Those movies, they seem like they knocked it out of the park with that. But as far as like live action, just give that stuff back to Marvel. Just give that stuff back to Marvel. And I know people are having issues with Marvel. Um, a lot of their shows are kind of hit and miss now. I get that. But as far as the movies is concerned, for the most part, they've been pretty solid. Yeah, there's probably one or two that people don't like, but for the most part, they have been solid. So unfortunately, that's why I'm actually mad about the whole Madam Web thing. Not because the movie wasn't great, some of the characters was annoying, particularly I can't even remember the characters' names. I really can't. Um, but it was. I'm gonna get canceled for this, but I'm gonna sit there and say it anyway. It was a black chick. I don't even know her name, but it was a black chick. Um, Latin chick. She's forgettable. The redhead chick, I guess that's the name, the one with the glasses. I think she's only memorable because, to be honest, I think that she actually looks the best personally. She has that very sexy librarian kind of vibe going on. But other than that, this movie is not good. I mean, people looked at the trailer and they already knew that this movie. I don't like someone saying that the movie is like trash or anything like that, or it's the worst one. Like, if you ever saw a trash movie, watch Birdemic or pretty much any Asylum May movie, and those I would consider very trash, very terrible, because it wasn't the acting that was bad, right? The action was kind of cool, explosions and stuff like that. So they don't fail on that note. They just fail on the note of no one really needed this movie to be made. Okay, and yeah, as I'm sitting there thinking about it, it's not a problem since they're taking characters that people don't know. Hell, I sat there and I crapped on Ant-Man, and then when it came out, I was like, I love this movie. So Is it possible to make a good Madam Web movie? Yes, but in the hands of Sony, no. No, 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 no. These movies, any movie that they're going to sit there and be doing moving forward, are always going to, I don't want to sit there and say always going to be bad, but it's like, you don't have Spider-Man in this movie, but you're making a Madam Web movie. You don't have Spider-Man Venom, but you're making a Venom movie. This ain't working, okay? And this company is just losing money. Stop. I need to stop talking with my damn hands at this point, but just stop. Stop. Just stop. Because I like Sony for the most part. They make other movies that are good and stuff like that. Just leave the Marvel, the comic book stuff to Marvel. Let them handle that. Y'all just concentrate on some of the movies that y'all do that are good and the gaming stuff. And I think the company would just be fine. Please do me a favor. Share this video. Because I gotta sit there and pray to whatever God that exists that this video gets in the hands of some CEO at Sony and they look at this and be like, you know what? I don't know this guy, but make some fair points. I don't ask these videos to be shared often, but consider this a cautionary tale. At the very least, consider this a goddamn cautionary tale. Just stop. Let Craven be the last movie that y'all do as far as like the Marvel stuff, comic book stuff. Just let that stop. Because you're not good at it. You're good at other things. You're not good at that. And that's fine. We can't all be jack of all trades. And that's okay. It's better to master the skills that you have instead of just trying to do shit that's not working, that has not been working, and has not been working, and has been losing money since, well, honestly, to tell you the truth, it's just depressing to think about. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go. If I missed anything you want to sit there and add, let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video.